finally, Nyar Konyango. Yes. Now, we've waited for this. It's been cooking. And right now, I have it right on top of the hour. And of course, I'm introducing my sweet girls around here. From this other end, I'll start with Sabbath. Of course, she's gonna tell you much about her. Sabbath.
Oh, hi guys. Nice to see you again. I'm Sabbath Faith and I'm so excited.
And so she's Sabbath Faith. Of course, you had it. She's a diplomat. I have to remind you of that. And of course, with diplomacy, she always, she always promises. What do you always promise? Like, what should they really expect from you or expect of you? Intelligence. Intelligence coming your way. Oh, wow. There's my guest right on the other end. I bet you can't miss watching this. One superwoman. She comes by the name Evelyn Baraza. Of course, Evelyn will have to introduce herself for you guys. Keep calm and let her speak for herself. Yes, Evelyn, back to you.
Hi guys. I'm so humbled to be here. Such a great honor. My name is Evelyn Baraza. I'm a journalist and a hotelier by profession. I'm so glad to be here.
Now you know something. You just reminded me.
Guys, are we having hefty dinner? Because hotelier and food, I like that.
Two things. That is what I want. I was just about to comment on.
Are you?
I didn't know this superwoman here is a hotelier. So you can make us, you can prepare us food right here.
I'm a very good cook. A very good one.
You can beat me in cooking?
My friend. You don't want to compete.
Okay, what do
you don't want to fight a losing battle.
And you are?
The best chef.
You are the best chef. So, anyway. Now, welcome back. Today, this is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Looking at the weather, it's a bit conducive.
Yeah.
I can see today there's no freeze and shining.
We thank God.
You thank God.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, just to introduce our topic of today, we are talking about prenuptial agreement. Before I say anything, how best do we understand the prenuptial agreement sign-up? Sabbath?
Okay, from my understanding,
Yes.
prenuptial agreement is a pact between two parties who intend to get into marriage. Yes. It will establish their financial rights or right to the property just in case of divorce in most cases. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, looking at the prenup and the definition that actually you've given out. What's really the difference between the prenup? Because, two parties here are involved. It's a couple case here.
Yeah.
But then now, again, we have
Two
the will.
couples who intend to get married.
Who intend to get married.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, fine. They're not married yet.
Yeah,
Not
No.
married.
What is the difference between a prenup and a will? Evelyn?
Well, in simple terms, like in the prenup agreement, it's a pact between two people who intend to get married.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But when you talk about the will, it's just one person involved. Like it's a legal statement where you share your wishes on how you want your properties to be shared once you are gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Your properties or how you want your kids to be taken care of once you die.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. In prenup agreement, it's between two couples who intend to get married. But a will is written by someone like you are alone. It's a personal wish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, come to think of this. In the will, already we have kids. Don't you think that even in prenup, the kids involved?
Absolutely. If there are kids involved, kids who in prenup, kids are also involved in a way that maybe they are already kids who are existing before these people come together. So it will also protect the kids who will be
Maybe
one party
maybe you
already
got
has kids.
before marriage.
So prenup will also protect the kids, like in case of divorce or in case of anything.
Maybe you got kids before getting married, or maybe you intend to get kids with your partner in future, or maybe even when there are no kids involved. You know, like a prenup agreement, when there are no kids involved, it acts like some sort of insurance contract, you know. Like if anything happens in case of divorce or in case of death, then the prenup agreement will be able to take care of you. So really, we all need it, like it's necessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you have kids or no kids, as long as you intend to get married.
Yeah. Prenup is always very important. Mostly, the party who always writes the prenup agreement is the party who like, they come with the biggest share of properties in the relationship or in the marriage. Or if both of you have valuable assets, the both man and the woman, and you feel like you want to protect your own interest in case of separation, divorce, or death. So yeah, it will just stipulate how you want your property to be divided or to be shared, or in case of such events.
In most cases, it said that those who are affected by the prenup are the guys who have lesser, you know, they pull in lesser stuff into the marriage. So you find that somebody who has the say, like, yes, I'm the majority leader here. Now, in most cases, they're the ones who bring in the prenup thing in order to protect themselves. Don't you think it's some sort of meanness?
No, I don't think so, because, okay, well, I may be getting married to someone who's already working. And maybe I just left school, you know. So the prenup agreement is just a way of you wanting to have my best interests at heart. So that if anything happens, and maybe we got kids together, at least you want my kids to be protected. So it's not in any way mean. Though at some point it could be mean, because that's where we get the pros and the cons of the prenup agreement.
Yeah. I think, to me, I believe it's not as mean as sometimes in some cases, but most of the time I think it's not true. Look at this from my angle. It's like, I'm getting married to someone, for example, and that person has got the money, the wealth, and everything. And here I am, school graduate, bringing nothing much on the table. And we have a tendency of, once you get into marriage, I'm saying from the perspective of a woman or a man, I don't know, whatever. It's like, people get into marriage, some with the evil eye, like, I'm just gonna get into marriage, get comfortable, and just after a period of time, I'm gonna have a divorce because I have a right to half of the property. So I think it's just fair that you come with the less. You came because you love this person, and this person is giving you a prenup to sign. Just do it. You know, it's not like he has something evil in mind, just in case, because those cases happen when a woman comes into marriage with nothing, or a man comes to marriage with nothing. But before these prenups came, you have to divide your property like half, something like that. So people used to reap where they didn't sow. So this prenup will just ensure you only get what you deserve.
So does it mean that when you're getting into a relationship, or when you're getting yourself into a marriage, when you're setting your feet into that marriage, you should be going there with conditions like, yes, this love is a conditional love?
No, it's not conditional love.
It's not.
But when it comes to, love has nothing to do with this. This is when somebody is protecting their own interest. Because some people come in the name of love, but in an event that they want to pull out, they will demand half of something they didn't work hard for.
How would you tell that somebody is a schemer on the first instance?
But I think,
remember, you love each other.
Yeah,
and it's love that is binding you.
Absolutely. So why should you care about signing the prenup if you really love and you don't have any
exactly. Why should it? Because it's like you're posing a condition.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But I think what you're trying to say, I think you're trying to bring us into the pros and the cons of prenup agreement. This thing is coming to protect me. So about meanness, or maybe you feel that you're bringing nothing to the table, should not be the main agenda to this idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That prenup agreement is like couples. It has nothing to do with how much you love someone. You can love someone unconditionally, but things happen. Forever is a very big word. Forever, sometimes it doesn't exist in vocabulary for many couples. You start for better, for worse, the day you put slide those rings on your fingers, and there is no for better for worse anymore. You have to go separate ways. So how do you go your separate ways if you have shared properties, or if you came and found this guy or this woman already established? It's just fair. You only get what you deserve.
What you deserve.
Yeah, what you contributed.
Okay.
You don't just come and take half.
Okay, now this one again is
work for. It's not about love, or that somebody loves you less when they tell you to sign prenup. If you really love this person and you just want to meet this person, sign it if it's there, and get it over and done with it.
Now, this one is tough. Now, you know, when a woman, because in most cases it's women who are forced to sign the prenup. In most cases.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you find that when a woman is coming into the marriage, she doesn't come with conditions. Yes, I'm there, I'm your wife, I'm gonna give you kids, I'll be washing your clothes, I'll be making you meals, I'll be doing what, I'll be making your bed. And
Well, a prenup is not about trust or love or anything to do with that. A prenup is supposed to protect you, and you're not supposed to be forced to sign it. It's supposed to come from you. It's supposed to be intentional. You know, once you force someone to do it, then it doesn't meet its purpose.
Yeah, from my perspective is, I know in most cases women are the parties who always sign prenups more than men, because in this society you find that statistics. I think most men are wealthier than women. You know, from many years, women were just, you know, like you don't get same opportunities as men. So most men had the opportunity to build and have something, and we women just came into marriage with your maybe education certificates and stuff, maybe your small job, etc. So even today we have powerful women, but still women are signing prenups more than men. And I think it's not as bad as it looks. You get what I mean? When you're getting to a marriage, it's something you consent. I think you are an adult of sound mind, and it's something you decide, like, I'm gonna do this.
don't you think it's so much of selfish when you want me, you want me, or you know, a man expects a woman, because in most cases it's women forced to sign this. Like, yes, you expect them to offer you their services.
A point of correction.
Yes.
Women are not forced to sign it.
Uh-huh.
When you're gonna put your signature on that paper, you do it on your own. Unless somebody's pointing a gun on your head.
Don't you think at some point it's out of desperation? Like, yes, I really need this relationship.
Then
and of
women
course,
should stop being desperate.
Uh-huh.
You know
Yeah,
what
exactly.
you want,
I
and
love
you
that.
stand
I
for your
love
own
that.
opinion.
Wow.
So if you're not gonna do a prenup, don't do it.
So,
being
you're
desperate,
not supposed to
that's
be
the
coerced.
mistake.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do it out of your free will. Like, guy, I'm doing this because I love you. But when you start saying that I was desperate, now that's a mistake.
now, again, you know, during the sign up of the whole prenup, there must always be some disclosure, you know, the disclosure of how much do I earn, how much do I have in my account, how much wealth do I own, you know. Do you think there's always transparency when it comes to disclosure of wealth?
There should be.
There should be.
There should be.
Yeah.
But to what percentage do you think this transparency?
It's very hard to say, because again, it's something that most of the time you don't find people disclosing. That's a very hard detail to put hands on. So we're not gonna say that because we don't have real facts about that. Once you have suspicion that a party is not being really honest, you can pull out, or if you can find a way to get around it and find those facts by yourself, I don't know, but that's a waste of time.
Yeah,
if someone is not.
And I think finding a way to work it out, you can actually involve a family lawyer.
Family lawyer.
They're always
You can-
lawyers.
And you can actually consult a few of them, so that at least you have ideas. Is this thing right? Is it wrong? You know.
Yeah.
Because lawyers will help you narrow down everything, like something you don't understand about the prenup. They'll be able to tell you this is what's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because always in a prenup, all the parties must have their own lawyers, independent lawyers. You don't share a lawyer in prenup. When you can change the prenup. Yeah.
So does it mean that, because you see, when you look at the will, it's something that is updated. After some time, I can decide and go update on my
it's
will.
the same as prenup.
The same as prenup.
Yeah, you can update it anytime, any day, so long as you put it on writing and you sign it.
So by the time the two parties, either party is signing, the lawyer must also
Yeah,
append
it's
the
like,
signature.
it's like a witness. They have to have
They have
witnesses.
to have a witness, a lawyer, to make sure that.
Yeah, different attorneys to make sure that it was really, you did it.
Because
when you
remember,
signed
it's a
on.
legal document, like it's a legal agreement.
That is binding the two parties. Now, what are some of the advantages of the prenup?
Okay, I think one of the advantages of a prenup agreement is the fact that your future is secured. You know, like for example, if you have kids involved and maybe there's a divorce or death, you are sure your kids will be well taken care of.
Now, Saba,
Yes.
what are some of the disadvantages that comes along with the prenuptial agreement sign-up?
Yeah, it's always a shame when you get into a marriage and you like when you're separating, you gonna go empty-handed with nothing at all.
You mean again?
It's as simple as that. I think most of the time it's not like you're gonna get absolutely nothing. When you're signing a prenup, when you're getting into it, someone will tell you, "I'm gonna give you this property, and that's all."
Yeah.
If you divorce me today, that's all you're gonna get. It's not like they're gonna strip you. Okay, some people are very selfish; they do that. But I think in most cases you'll find.
But why would you sign it if you know you'll get nothing?
And why do you? Absolutely, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
You know.
Why would you sign it?
Please,
If you
guys,
walk out empty,
this thing
you
is
know,
just insane.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you sign it because you wanted it. You read it.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's only binding when you signed it when you are in a sound mind. I mean, if you prove that you were sick mentally, then it's gonna be null and void.
Yeah.
But if you have attorneys who can testify that you were of sound mind when you were in good health,
and that is why you need a lawyer in case you don't understand the terms.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna
At least
come
you
here.
know what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, hey, at least I'm gonna get a house.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like this guy is gonna tell you, I'm giving you nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing, what nothing? Honey, we're gonna spend our lives like 10, 20 years together doing things, and you like, do I deserve nothing? Not even a bed to lay my head on. Not even a pillow. Guy, you're joking. I'm not signing that shit.
Yeah.
Your parting shot. What advice would you give to people planning to get into marriage, people planning to get to a relationship where a prenup is really involved?
Well, my advice is a prenup agreement is actually a choice. You can choose to have it or not have it. But again, before you do or before you sign the prenup agreement, at least find a lawyer or find someone who can explain to you what it entails.
What would you advise? What advice would you give to the public? That man or that woman planning to get into a marriage, planning to get into a relationship where could be a prenup, is way.
So if you're watching this and you, as my friend said, you have a choice. You decide to dive in or get your head out. Yeah. So if you've read it and you've understood it and you think it's good for you, it's fair, then put a pen on it, put some ink, and get over and done with, and stop the drama.
Until we meet other time, I was yours, Mboriho Akoth, of course, Nyar Konyango.